starts right now. They couldn't hear me that first part. It's fine. What up, though? I am Jay the Gentleman. That's at JAI the Gentleman on IG, and this is a new episode of Dear Black Gaming in the Morning. I'm getting all my stuff together. I've talked about how I love me a butch queen or a femboy, but this couple takes it to a whole nother level. We're going to be talking about, I got so many things going on in my head, but we're going to be talking about this. We're going to be reacting to this video that I found on the internet. Several people have sent this one to me. I'm very, very excited about this one because it's the masculine for masculine argument to see if it works, if it doesn't work, how they figured it out, how they found it. It's going to be great. As always, I'm here with the birthday boy. Aaron is here. Yay! How are you, Aaron?
I'm doing good. It's been a really good day.
I mean, it just started, right? So there's that.
Well, I started the day early. I went to like a 6:15 workout. Got my workout on.
That's very adult of you.
Right? Because, child, I got a suit to fit in this weekend. So I told the tailor to take out as much as you can.
For Easter?
No, I'm in a wedding.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like Resurrection Sunday is on Sunday on 420.
Child, you know I'm probably gonna have some booty shorts on.
So for people who obviously nobody knows because nobody can see you, but Aaron is wearing the bootiest shorts right now. Like Aaron's Megan Thee Stallion. These are on full display here in the back room. I'm very excited about it.
I got a white pair of these that I'm probably gonna pair with a blazer.
I like that. I like that kind of carrying on. Okay, so as of course with every week, we start with the same topic. It's time for some church announcements. Are you ready, Aaron?
I'm ready.
All right. Okay, everybody knows that on the Substack, our Substack is dedicated to the ups and downs along my dating journey. We have a column called the 40 plus swipe right because I am in my 40s or about to be. It is Aaron's birthday. He is firmly in his 30s.
Firmly.
Aaron, what's the longest you've gone without coming that you can remember?
I think I went 2 months. Actually, when I first moved to Atlanta. Because
like without sex or without like busting a nut?
I think without busting a nut. Like I didn't do anything. Because I had moved to Atlanta, child, and I was busting it wide open like every day. And I was like,
there's nothing wrong with that.
This amount of sex cannot be real. And no, this amount of good sex. Like it was all good.
Okay. I can feel that.
I'm like, you know how like I've never been one of those I'm going to hell gays. But I was like, this just feels too good. Like, this is hedonistic at this point.
Hedonistic? That's a big word, friend. Like, hedonistic. Good sex is your blessing. That is your birthright as a gay man.
I mean, yes. I know that now. But then, like, moving from Seattle to Atlanta.
To the land of the black dick.
The land of the black dick.
The black ass. The good ass. The tall men. The masculine bottoms. The feminine tops. The land of everything. There's a shape, size, and color of every gay in this in the city.
And I loved that when I first moved here. But then, like, I was like, this is too much. This is too much.
So the reason I asked is because my last column on Substack. Am I in the right place? Substack. Can you turn the Substack folder in the church announcements? So my last column is about how this dude told me not to come for 6 days. I have become an edger. Are you an edger? Do you edge?
I've done it once and it was really good, but it takes a lot of work.
It takes a lot of mind-body connection, the mind-body connectivity. And so he wanted to edge me. I was like, for the longest, I was like, that's side activity. I'm not a side. But because I like this particular person, I went along with it. Baby, when I tell you I think I shot his eye out the way I came in that man.
I feel like an edging nut feels like a volcano erupting.
It feels like it comes from my ankles.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
and then from my nipples down,
Mm-hmm.
and it kind of just meets me in the middle. But so he edged me, and I told the story on my Substack. So you can click the link on the screen, or link is in the description. You can read that. It's called "I Didn't Come for 6 Days," because obedience is better than sacrifice. And mind you, I figured out my submissive side because of this particular exchange. I figured out that, I'm a little bit of a sub.
But I thought we already knew that.
No. This took it to like a whole nother level
Another
for
level.
me.
Okay. Okay.
Like, if he would have said walk outside ass naked on day 4, I would have been like, okay, yes, sir.
Oh.
He didn't. He
Okay.
didn't abuse my submission. But if he would have told me to do almost anything, I would have done it. And it felt amazing to turn my brain off, because my brain is always on.
That's true. Now, that's the part that I love about submission. I remember. So this was in Seattle. This man, he wasn't from Seattle. I don't know where he was from. This man came over. I missed church for some dick, y'all. Don't judge me. This man was fucking me like a rag doll and telling me, then after sex, like we had the aftercare. And so the funny part is that this man was telling me how he was cheating on both of his baby mamas with niggas and da 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 da, and then like saying he wanted to be with me. I'm like, nigga.
Now, I will say that particular entanglement aside, aftercare is important when you're in a
Yes.
submissive place, and I don't think a lot of us take that seriously. I don't think a lot of people know what aftercare looks like when you're a sub.
Yes. Oh wait, you can't see the comments. I'm gonna put up some comments.
Jay, you are a pure soft top, and I love that about you. I am absolutely a soft top. Those shots be hitting that second hole and in it. So hot when they finally released me. Now, I will tell you this. Was edged by someone who, it was not penetrative sex that we had. Like, I am spread eagle, full bait spread, and he is in there double handing and doing all the things, right? 2 months OMG, I just clutched my invisible pearls. A pearl necklace, you say? 2 months is insane. Everybody will be getting punched. Now, the funny thing about that, Cortez, is I didn't go 2 months. I went 6 days. By day 6, I was so horny. Like, I couldn't tell you what day of the week it was. I was so horny. It was just so many things happening in my body that I could feel everything. You brush up again. The wind blew the wrong way and I was ready to go. And that's what made it so intense. But then imagine being that backed up and then getting edged. Like the up, down, up, down, up, down. He would like slap my dick and tap my ball sack and like lightly rub the. It was so many experiences. About 4 months without self-pleasure for 5 years. No. Oh, yeah. I thought I was doing something with 6 days.
You thought you was doing something, child. I would say at the end of that 2 months, I found myself in a dark room, and it was during a particular event where it ain't a lot of us. But I found one of us in a dark room. I don't know how I did it. I got that
You
third
broke that
eye.
man. You broke that man in, didn't you?
Whoo,
He
child.
wasn't prepared for what he got out of
We
you.
started in the club, and then I said, "Come on by the house." I was like, I need my Egyptian cotton sheets.
I love that for you, Aaron. I love that for you. We're celebrating that on Aaron's birthday. For everybody who doesn't know, it is Aaron's birthday, 4/15. Aaron is Aries.
They've been telling me happy birthday in the comments. Thank y'all. Y'all are so sweet.
For some reason, my buttons ain't working. Make Substack go away and put up Tuesday.
Okay.
All right, everybody knows that we are live every Tuesday morning at 11 a.m. here on YouTube. The whole goal, I want to really explain this though. The whole goal of our Tuesday live show is because Thursday, when we're live, it is me talking to, 2 or 3 people here in the studio, some people online, and we are talking about a topic that is important in our culture. I'm really excited about those shows. Love them. We're going to keep doing them. Wednesday is really me just talking to y'all, and y'all can hear the ups and downs of my dating situation, kind of along the same lines of Substack and our email newsletter. I go way more in depth in the newsletter, but Wednesday is me talking to y'all. Tuesday is when y'all get to talk to me. and Aaron. We get to share this together, and I'm really excited about it. So that's why Tuesday is happening. We are going live. Aaron has been loving it. Aaron came back from Houston so he could sit in on this conversation and we can have a talk on Tuesday. Yes. So I'm really excited about all the work that we're doing on Tuesdays. Then, of course, the podcast is new on Wednesday. Go to the next one. The podcast is new on Wednesday. This week, I'm going to be talking about why I'm still single and okay with it. I know that there is somebody on our team who really does want to be in a relationship. He wants to be with a man real bad. And I have gotten to that season in my life where I'm okay with being single. I'm okay being unattached. And I'm going to talk a little bit about the journey that I took to get there. When I started as someone who wanted a relationship and that wasn't healthy for me. Not saying that's the case for him, but then I became somebody who was like, fuck these niggas. And now I am absolutely open to whatever the universe has for me. And I'm just going to be walking y'all through my journey and some of the lessons I learned along those lines. Then go to the next one. There's no Thursday show this week. We normally have our live show Thursday nights at 8, but this week we will not be doing it. We wrapped season 5 of Dear Black Gay Men live on last Thursday with a conversation with Brontes Purnell. Yeah. When I tell you that was a kiki, did you have a good time?
I had an amazing. Brontes is just always an amazing guest. I love him.
So the funny thing about that show is everybody here knew that we were having some technical difficulties. Not one person in the universe knew. Nobody knew. So shout out to the best team in television here at Dear Black Gay Men. I appreciate y'all so much for making me look good and sound good every week. And shout out to Brontes for being an amazing guest. We will have, now he was the author of our current book club pick, 100 Boyfriends. For our next season, we will have a new book club pick. We're going to have a whole new situation. We're thinking about doing like a live show where we have the author and we can have a conversation in person. So stay tuned for that. You'll love it. It's going to be great. For those who don't know, the best way to support what we do here on Dear Black Gay Men is to become a member by joining our channel. Joining the channel is the easiest way to support what we do on Dear Black Gay Men. Every donation, every subscription, every level helps us keep creating this content for you every single week. I'm very excited and I want to thank all of our current and new subscribers. Y'all, welcome to the family, because Dear Black Gay Men is a family. You get to chop it up with us right here on the show every single week. Let me say this. I just want to interject one thing. 2 years ago, when I was laid off of my job, I was laid off July 24th. Ironically, get this irony. I was laid off from my job July 24th. When I went full time doing the podcast, I was dumped by my ex-boyfriend July 24th. That encouraged me to do the podcast. So I don't know what's gonna happen July 24th of this year, but it might be something huge. Y'all want to bet on Jay, because July 24th of this year, something is about to happen. Fair?
That's fair.
I mean, of course. No, I got it. All right, let's see.
My name is Chris.
And my name is Bobby. People think we gangsters, but we're lovers.
It's a lot of hate and it's a lot of judgment.
Wow, this is crazy. Our kids have a gloomy future, a father's worst nightmare. Y'all had to get as a child.
Wait a minute.
The folks
have you seen Insecure?
Can y'all hear us?
I can hear you.
Okay, they said we back. They can hear us now. They were in the chat saying they couldn't hear us. They couldn't hear the sound.
Oh, well, damn. Okay.
Okay.
So, can you hear us now?
Yeah, they can hear us. They saying yeah.
Okay. So, have you ever seen Insecure?
Yes.
And you remember the first season where Issa and Lawrence had that neighbor who was a blood?
Yes.
and he wouldn't say C's.
Yes.
Like he was like, I'm about to go in here and teach my baby her ABBs. Like when he said that's brazy in there, I was like, oh, these must be some bloods because they won't say the C. That's what I was thinking. What do you think about masculine for masculine? When you see two masculine men together, what goes through your head?
I think that there is, with the gay, what I've seen with the girls, right? I feel like a lot of men present as masculine out of like a necessity to air quote pass, like gay men, right?
Okay.
Because they do something in society. Whenever I see two masculine men, I be trying to figure out, okay, which one is the
Who doing the bending?
which one is the queen?
Who doing the bending? Because
Sometimes be both of them.
But the funny thing, when I see masculine men, like these two presumably look masculine, but the gay men in the world, I think we can see through. Like I would look at them and be like, oh yeah, they're gay. I wouldn't think they not gay. Am I? Y'all let me know in the chat. Like if you saw these two people, would you assume that they were straight and friends, or assume that they were lovers or at least gay men? Because I would look at either of them and be like, oh, they one of the girls.
Yes. Okay. The comments are saying, let me see. I'm reading.
John Young says, I love MASC4MASC. Why do you love MASC4MASC? Shamar Wells says it's sexy. And see, I ain't there. I Am Talented says, love it. Maybe I'm the eyeball then, because I love a butch queen. I love the gay boys. Cortez, of course, my nigga. Like, you see what I'm talking about. You picking up what I'm putting down. We can tell that they are the girls. Chase Cruiser says, yeah, because they don't seem masculine to me. Again, I would look at them and be like, they not trade. They are masculine of center, but they ain't masculine, not to me. Not which one is the queen. Cat. Honestly, MASC4MASC can be real trifling depending on the people, because baby, did y'all do the work? Which work you talking about? Like self-awareness? Panther, I love being masked, however, when they digging it. It's time to keep going.
I think, oh, go ahead.
Hold up.
I broke up with him. 3 days later, they were in a relationship. I felt betrayed. I was just more like confused. Well, what does he have that I just don't have?
No titties.
My name is Chris. Everybody calls me.
Wait a minute. Like, isn't that an obvious question? If you dump a trans woman for a man, I think it would be obvious what does he have that I don't have?
I mean, I feel like, is that so? If you dump a trans woman for a man, like, we don't know what his sexual identity is. Maybe he's bisexual. But also, my question is that coming out? That's coming out then, because you left a woman for a man.
I mean, he could have been LGBTQ, pan, bisexual, a whole bunch of things, and been out about it. The fact that he went from a woman to a man doesn't mean that he wasn't attracted to men in the first place. John Young says they look masculine until the tall one opens his mouth. You know, people say the same thing about me, John, that I give masculine until I open my mouth and then a purse drops out of it. But also, I wear a hat around everywhere that says Dear Black Gay Men. So if nothing else, people know I'm one of the girls. Put up Chaotic again.
Oh, hold on.
I mean, like, is your masculinity a performance for the world, or this how you actually are? I agree with that. I'm curious, like, what's tea? It shouldn't matter, but this couple is obviously gay. All right, let's keep going.
One more.
Bobby. People think we gangsters, but we're lovers.
People just think that we're just too hood to be gay because of the way we dress. What does gay look like? Gay has all types of shades, colors, and positions. People think gay is just one way. And it's just...
Okay, now that we into it, I hear it. One or both of them have the gay list. Yes. I hear it. Did you hear it?
I heard it. I heard it under colors.
I think that, okay, bigger conversation. Go with me here. I think this particular couple is shining a light on how narrow a definition of masculinity we have. Like, being masculine is very, very limited. but you can be.
Here's an answer from Wikipedia.
Oh, girl, you can be being masculine is very, very limited. I think we are clear on what masculine is not, but I wouldn't say that either of them are feminine. So what are they?
I just feel like they are presenting as themselves. Like, I think they're in our culture. I think the hard part about the whole masc and femme debate is just that one was demonized for such a long time, and it was demonized out of survival because it was like the worst thing as a gay man was to get clocked, and so the girls at the time wanted to be unclockable. But it's hard when you're trying to shift out of survival mode into thriving. And so it's like you're not just worried about your survival, but now you want to thrive. But the switch doesn't always click for everybody.
But I'm curious, like, why, how do these two men fit into that? Because I think that applies to like you and me. Because, I think we are very clockable. I'm very clockable.
Oh, yeah. Child, I wear a hat.
Wait a minute.
I'm talking about me.
Oh, because I
not
was
you.
like, I don't know if I
hat
like the
that
tone of
says
that.
Black gay man. I want to be clocked. Like, number one, I don't want, what's the word? If you don't like gay people, don't interrupt my personal space. So, like, if that will keep them away, happy. I'm amazing.
Go in, let
it. If you want to turn your nose up at me, come on, I'm great. That's amazing.
You are great, though.
Keep out of my space.
You are great, though.
Thank you.
Okay, let's keep going.
Understanding. We actually met at the club. As soon as I seen this man, it was just something in me. And I know a lot of people don't believe in love at first sight.
But it definitely was like love at first sight.
Okay, pause right there. Do you believe in love at first sight?
I do. Do you believe in this comment?
AOQ, I always say whether it's two mascs together or two femme together, one of them will always lean a little more femme and the other will lean a little more masc. It's like balancing of energies. Okay, let me respond to that, AOQ. I hope you still here. Like the person that I dated most recently, I would say that he and I are the opposite versions of that. Whereas I think he is a little more masculine than I am, although his voice is a little higher pitched. I am a little more feminine than he is, although I'm taller and big, right? Mm-hmm. But the gotcha about that is how we connected with each other changed based on what we were doing. In certain situations, he was definitely the dude. And in others, I was the dude. Like, for some things, simple stuff like, I'm going to walk on the outside of the sidewalk. I'm going to open the doors. I'm going to all those things. Whereas in certain instances, he was the dude. I ain't going to tell you which ones those are because that's his business to share.
Yeah,
I do think balancing energies is important.
Yes, I think that but balancing energies has to do more with presentation and more with like just the roles in relationships. Like we can't just apply these heteronormative roles to our relationship because it don't even work for the straight people.
Yeah, like remember when Daniel was on and he was talking about how you don't like taking the trash out?
Yes.
Like one would assume that the man in a relationship takes the trash out, but Daniel to me is a very manly person. Now masculine is, subjective, but he's a very manly person, but he don't want to take the trash out. And I'm like, I vibe with that. I mean, because I do take the trash out.
My sister and her husband both hate taking the trash out, so they make the kids do it.
But we gay, honey. A lot of us ain't never gonna have no
kids.
Saying,
like, it's normal for people to just not like something. So I think that a lot of times we want these labels and we ascribe to these labels because it feels like it makes it easier when really we could just ask the question.
I agree. So let's see what happens when the trans woman answers the chat.
Today to discuss how she feel about our relationship. I'm kind of nervous and anxious to hear what she has to say.
Hi, I am Cassie, trans woman.
So Before
I love that
was
they got
with
this rainbow flag in the
Bobby,
back.
I was dating a trans woman. That was a person I was with for almost 6 years.
We actually met when I was 19, he was 20. When I met Bobby, I kind of asked Chris who he was, and he kind of told me like, oh, this is my friend, we've been dating for this long, and he's never been to anything we've had. So I was intrigued, like, who's this boy? I broke up with him. 3 days later, they were in a relationship.
Attention car accident victims. The insurance.
Okay. So we'll skip that ad, but so here's the thing.
Go back to big.
I don't think that. Oh, I can just play it right here, can I? And then you can skip it. Okay, but I don't think if she broke up with him, right? I don't think that she can be upset about how quickly he got into a relationship with somebody else. Like, if you break up with somebody, do you expect them to have like a gestation period where they're not dating nobody?
Say that again.
If you break up with somebody, do you expect them not to date somebody for a period of time?
I think what she's saying is, you broke up with me. It sounds like she's saying you were dating this person while you were with me.
No,
Like,
she just said she broke up with him. And then 3 days later, he with somebody else. I don't think she could be mad at that.
I don't know. I think it still kind of gives like at least, you know, have a little decorum. You know, maybe not be public. You know, give it a
Why?
moment in between.
Why? She broke up with him.
I mean, yeah.
Now, if she got in a relationship 3 days later, I think that would be a different vibe. But if you dump me and then tomorrow I'm in a relationship with somebody else, you can't be mad at that. I didn't do anything wrong.
That's true.
Right?
Okay, I could see that. Look, okay.
I mean, I could be the drama here. Horatio says, femme guys are some of the most hypocritical people there are in the gay community. They always find a problem with MASC4MASC, and I know plenty of MASC4MASC relationships that work just fine. So how are the femme guys hypocritical? I hear and I respect that you know a lot of MASC4MASC relationships, but help me understand what you mean by the femme guys are hypocritical. Chase says, if we break up at 10:36, at 10:37, I can be with somebody. Now, I would take that one step further, Chase. If you break up with me, I could be with somebody that same instant because I'm not the one who did nothing wrong. Now, if I cheated on you, that's a whole different thing. That's my integrity. But if you came out the box, just was like, hey, Jay, it's not working, then I have carte blanche to get with somebody whenever I feel like it. Homie was already seeing dude. I don't know that to be true, but if it is, sure. But so quickly though, Panthro, I don't think it's quick. Cause I could have just been with you had you not fucked it up. All right. Kat, if we break up at brunch, don't be mad if I take a dude on a all expense paid trip to Burlington Throat Factory by dinner. Don't be mad if I don't have somebody in the bathroom the second that you say it's not working. Like, if you break up with me, when and how I move on is my fucking business that you are not involved in. What about Femme for Femme? What about it? We talked about Femme for Femme a couple episodes ago, but help me understand what you're asking, Explore. And P.S., this little animation that you got.
I like this anime.
It's kind of...
You know, I'm that person. I'd be like, I don't want to do it because everybody else is doing it. And I don't follow the crowd, but I'm going to do it.
Quit trying to make fetch happen, Gretchen. Okay, let's keep going.
A lot of people felt like I was wrong for leaving her the way that I did. I wanted to be with a guy, even if I knew I was going to hurt somebody's feelings. When I first started dating Bobby, I knew how I went about it was wrong. The only reason I carried it like that is because, you know, we were young when we was together. I didn't know what I wanted. I didn't know if I wanted to be a man.
I felt like I probably didn't allow you to grow as a person.
Okay, can I say the unpopular opinion?
Okay, let's hear it.
My controversial opinion about trans women, and I'm going to get canceled for this. I find it interesting, the broad range of trans women's voices. Is that weird?
Elaborate.
Like, okay, so I got really close with Hope Giselle. Hope Giselle has the same voice all the time. She just talks like she talks. That's her voice. But you ever seen a trans woman that has like a really high voice and then they get a really low voice and everything in the middle?
I've seen women who could do that. Like my mother when she was screaming at us. She's typically high pitched, but she'll turn into a bass when she mean business.
Maybe it is situation specific, but I just find it very interesting.
You ain't had your mama be like she'll talk like Jay, da 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 da. But when you in trouble, get your ass in here.
No.
Really?
My mama's voice is always right in the middle. Because my mother no longer is a yeller.
Oh.
My mama does not raise her voice unless like I'm down 2 stories away or something. But my mom is not a yeller. And B, she just ain't yelling at me that often.
Oh, child, I was a bad child. I mean,
she would pinch a plug out of me though.
Ooh.
Right here. And she would get me with a little piece of skin and pull out and twist. Y'all mama pinch y'all like that?
My mama wasn't a pincher. She could govern us with her eyes. She would just look.
My mom tells a story about how I used to be the little baby when I was a baby. I would be climbing over the pews in church, and she said I got so good one time that she didn't even have to touch me. She would just she used to hit me with a comb. She would just rest it on my leg as I was, and then I would just straighten up, and I would like sit down and not do nothing. Like I was a good baby. I was a gay kid. So take that for what it's worth.
I got some comments for you.
Chaotic. Hold on. We'll get it.
Get it out for me to grow. You show me everything in the world, all the love, all the caring.
She got some good titties.
But it wasn't a guy.
I said before.
What point of time when we were together did you feel like it was the end for us?
We were exploring stuff.
And we were growing apart.
It just gave to a point that how I'm exploring it.
So was it like a urge, or I know that this is not the type of person I want to be with?
It was an urge.
You know you need to be doing business in Georgia as an LLC.
Okay. That's what we get for... She's a baddie, but she couldn't compete because his homeboy looked like he eat it like marrow out the bone. Now, I will tell you, I maybe it's just me, but if you give me some great sex, that'll cover a multitude of sins in a relationship. Is that weird?
That might
like if you keep my balls empty, there are many things that you can do to, for, around, with me, and it'll be a-okay.
But
because the sex is good.
Love covers a multitude of sins.
And love without sex is a friendship.
I mean, I'm with you when you're right.
Like I love you, but we not fucking.
We're not fucking. We are great friends.
We are amazing friends. Some of the best.
We're brothers at this point.
Yes, I am your older brother. Older, mature, still got it, black don't crack brother. Yes.
Stop. In the arms of
that is an inside joke that we will not elaborate on. Okay, but now this is the same question that we ask to a lot of bisexual men, a lot of pansexual men, or people that are into trans people or things like that, right? We say, like, what happens when you are with person A who has this kind of plumbing, or acts this way, or expresses this way, and you start wanting a different vibe? What happens? Because this is what happened here. He was with a woman. She gave him full woman vibes, regardless of what her plumbing is, and they separated so he get with a man because he wanted to explore something else. And I think that is what so many people are afraid is going to happen when you date a bisexual or a pansexual.
Yes. But that can happen in any dating situation. Like,
ain't it though?
I think so. Like where you just grow apart. I don't think, like, I was watching when Tia Mowry, or is it Tamira? Tia. Which one was married to the actor?
I don't know.
Which one? Never mind. One of the sisters was divorcing her husband, and she was like, I don't think that we should call our marriage a failure just because it didn't go on forever doesn't mean that it failed.
Now, I do agree with that marriage relationship can be a success even though it ends. But what I'm saying is, it's one thing if we grow apart because our personalities don't mix. It's another thing if we grow apart because I'm no longer attracted to how you express.
Gotcha.
Like if you and I are dating and one day I just stop being attracted to men and that is the wedge.
Triggered.
Oh yeah, I forgot. My bad.
Curious.
Okay, let's keep going.
Am I going crazy? Like, am I bugging? And I'm going crazy even when my new relationship
She
with
looks
Keith,
really tall on the sofa
for the first 2 years.
but
I
really
was like,
short
damn,
in all
like,
these pictures.
If a person I've known for 10 years plus can do it to me, that anybody could do it to me. I wasn't jealous. I was just more like confused because I just felt like, well, does he have that I just don't have?
When we started exploring shit and they
Once I
started
gotta ask that question, it's over, baby.
Again, maybe it's just me because I'm closed-minded, but in the comparison between a woman and a man, I think it's very obvious what he got that you don't got, sis. Am I wrong?
Actually, yes. Because transgender has nothing to do. We don't know what they got.
But I'm not limiting it to biology and anatomy.
Okay,
I'm saying if you are a woman, because I said woman, trans or otherwise, and I leave you for a man, then it's obvious that it could be there is a number of things, but yes, there is some obvious differences between men and women. Toby sounds like he was still figuring out what he wants, or maybe he still needs to be ethical, non-monogamous, or poly so that he can get all types of partners he likes. I didn't know ENM was a acronym.
But I can imagine typing out ethically non-monogamous is
that might not even fit in the little box. I might not have been able to read it on the screen.
Right.
Okay. I mean, but again, it feels like there's some obvious differences between what she was giving and what he wanted. Yeah. And I think that, I could see it.
The one thing that I hate for her, I don't remember why she said she ended the relationship, but I feel for her, and you knew you wanted something else in this relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why I gotta end it? You should have ended this. Don't play.
And I agree with that. I agree that it does feel like he played in her face. Whether he ended it or she did, it felt like he knew he needed to be somewhere else doing something else. All right.
For a man, I didn't know how to handle it without going to another man.
I understand that. So Bobby, my only issue with you was I tried to get close to you mainly because of him, and then I felt like betrayed because I felt like him, like I could deal with him, but I don't know you, and then I try to get close to you. It's kind of different when somebody just comes out of nowhere.
I ain't even had no problem with you, like, and it's like, okay, one point I really didn't like feel no way, like I don't really got no loyalty to her, so like she's not like one of my sisters, because now you my girl, like it's no
right,
like
yeah,
how we be now. I love it, like I love our relationship.
Yeah, I love being around y'all. I didn't think we would make it this far. I felt like, I'm with my soulmate. I feel like you.
They're friends? That. Wait a minute. They are friends. Like they are all. I wonder if like at the end of this they're gonna be like, oh, we're a throuple now. What the comment saying?
Look, okay.
Yeah, he should have just broke it off instead of waiting for her to break up. Absolutely agree. Panthro, to me, I need a man to dig it in me, even if they a little film. Panthro, you got you think with your whole first friend. Am I off base for saying that? Toby, he wants that masculinity. I don't know that that's what he wants, because the dude he's with now isn't tremendously masculine. He wears baggy clothes, but I don't think masculinity is what he was looking for. I think manliness is what he was looking for. And I absolutely believe that those are two different things. You can be manly and not masculine. This sounds like a threesome-ish. again, I think it might be a throuple. Chaotic says, child, Panthro and Heat. I will let Panthro chime in on that. All right, let's keep going.
You that apology because I know that probably put you through a lot. It was my fault.
Yeah, and I forgive you.
You know, so we have so many clothes. This is just half of our closet right now.
We love to go out and like bar hop and like just enjoy music together. We love shopping.
Fashion. That was like our main interest.
I would describe my personal style as like doing like street fashion, so I like taking things that's like off the runway.
I like to be loud and colorful.
A lot of statement pieces, conversation pieces. Like.
And see, this is the part where I'm like, oh, clearly they're gay. Because this seems like the relationship I would have had when I was 25 years old. And doing dumb shit. Like thinking that the highlight of my relationship was going to the club with my boyfriend.
Oh, child. I'm like, when I look at their closet, I felt my anxiety just jump because you got clothes all packed together. You got clothes stacked up. How can you even see what you got?
And that is because you are a gay in your 30s.
I'm like, okay, hold on. Kevy Kev said something.
Kev, this is life. People try things out and they change their mind. We'll never know if we like anything if we don't try it. People just have to accept you're going to get used in life. I'm with you until the get used.
I don't think.
Now, I fetishize being used. I'm a service top. That's what they tell me. So use me to use me up. But I do think that there are people that are going to show us ourselves, especially when we're in a relationship. I'm always in heat. I'm at work tight now with this C-ring on. Huh. You know, the funny thing is, last episode, Aaron, you don't even know this, but I had this cock ring dildo situation on during the last show.
Elaborate? A cock ring dildo?
So it's a silicone ring that's a cock ring attached to a butt plug.
Oh.
That was what I was wearing last time. Y'all wouldn't have known. I was sitting on a secret. Kay says he's a typical androsexual. He prefers masculine traits and mannerisms. Is that what androsexual means?
I don't know. I'm learning new words. Let me Google.
Cortez Johnson says the illusion of masculinity is all it takes. I think that's probably how, if I could sum up my sexuality in a sentence, it's the illusion of masculinity. Like I can deal with any expression, masculine of center to almost masculine.
Mm-hmm. What does that mean?
No, that's not it. I can deal with anything that is a man and how he presents.
Oh, okay, yes.
So if you wear some makeup, I'm good. If you put on some acrylics, I'm good. You paint your nails, you have a high-pitched voice, a low-pitched voice, whatever. But the second that it goes into like wigs and titties, that's when I'm like, hard pass.
Oh, I see. Okay. That makes sense.
All right, let's keep going. Let's see what else they got.
Seen that before.
Especially when we wear the red boots. And yes, for anybody that's
I
wondering,
hate those
yes,
boots.
they are heavy. People look at me and like, oh, you're tall, you're 6'7", so I want you to dress like this. And I don't. I want to dress like how I want to dress. Me personally, I'm a jacket freak. I love jackets. I love anything.
Like fur, love fur.
Bobby's been into these motorcycle
jackets. Yeah, I love a bomber jacket.
The yellow one, he loves that one.
Yeah, that's my favorite. Everybody be like copy and paste now. So when you have your personal style, you really can show your personality.
People don't really know us.
I hate those boots. Jay, you are a straight freak. Define straight in that sentence. I'm a very gay freak. Like, I am a gay freak, kinkster, into all the things. I am talented. Let's be honest and say our measure of gay is totally off now. Straight men are dressing better now. Can we learn to accept masked men as they are and not project who we want them to be? Help me understand the context of that. I am talented. Where are you coming from?
I was gonna say I feel like gay men, gay culture, queer culture has always been a source of inspiration.
Yeah.
And what's the word where you steal people culture?
Appropriation
of mainstream culture. The gays always do it first, or the LGBTQ community culture always does it first.
So for everybody, I hate the word community. I hate it. I hate the word community, but sometimes it's appropriate. But here around the team, everybody tries to make sure they don't use the word community in sentences. But I do know that 6'7", my whole Cortez. Are you a bottom? How big was the dildo though? Mine's an XX. Mine's an XL. I don't even know what conversation y'all are having because me and Aaron are
when you was on the show with your secret butt plug.
Oh no, it's like it. I don't wear a butt plug for like pressure. I wear it for A, submission, and B, yeah, it really is just submission. The person that someone told me to not touch myself, and that was one of the contraptions I used to not touch myself.
Okay.
Like that, like the time I told y'all about when I didn't come for 6 days. I wasn't like not touching my dick. It was, I found other ways to climax without ejaculating.
Oh. Cortez says he's the bottom for 6 months out the year.
Which of the 6 months are we in right now, Cortez? That's what I want to know. Okay, let's keep going. We almost done.
To get us, they just have a perception of what gay is.
They be thinking we DL or we met in jail. We left our girlfriends to go be with each other.
It's kind of weird because in a world 2025, it's still not accepted.
I'm going to show you guys how my style went from this to this. All I had to do was fill out
They got so many ads in this.
Being gay and black, it's like already a double stigma. They say we're abominations. They say if we was in Africa, they would us. They actually pray that Jesus comes back soon. I guess assuming that takes us away. It's a lot of hate.
So what I'm awkwardly comforted by is the fact that this presumably masculine couple gets a lot of the same rhetoric that a lot of us do. That, gay people of all walks are included in the hateration, which tells me that we need to be more unified as a culture in how we approach and deal with the stigma and othering that happens in the world. It do kind of gives they met in jail. The irony is that's exactly what they said.
They did.
I definitely had an orgasm from my hole myself. I did not, because I see where the conversation is going. Oh, other ways of climaxing. Tell us your secrets, gasm guru. I am not a gasm guru, but okay. So I guess I'll just tell you. So I am a get up and stroke every day kind of person. Like I will touch myself every single day. And when the dude said, don't come until Saturday, like he wanted me to be uncummed when I got there. And I was like, okay, great. For the first little while, it was just don't touch my dick. But then I said, but I'm horny as hell because now I can't touch my dick and that's all I'm thinking about. So what do I do? And so that's when I got into edging. That's when I got into baiting. That's when I got into gooning. And then I would do all of that without coming at the end. But one day in the shower, because I had a doctor's appointment and I told Aaron that I douche when I go get my HIV test because they swabbed the inside of my booty and I wanted to be clean. And so I was douched and dangerous and had to figure out what was going on in my life. So I said, oh, I could just put on this contraption. Sure did. Wore it the whole day.
If there's one place that I ain't going dushed, it's the damn doctor's office.
Nope.
Now
I got to wrench this cat out, honey.
You know how have you had an anal pap yet?
No.
So they did an anal pap and they thought I had booty cancer. So they had to do like a further inspection.
Like a colonoscopy further inspection,
no,
or like a what?
But they did put a camera up my butt.
Were you awake or asleep?
Awake. It's a camera.
I mean, a colonoscopy is a camera, but they put you out for that.
But that goes up to your colon. They were inspecting my booty hole. So I did that, but I dushed for that because, you know, they want to see what's in there.
Yes. And so let this be your PSA for everybody. Make sure you protecting your anal health. Gay men, we put a whole lot of things in our booty hole, so we want to make sure that the things that are in there are supposed to be there. Go get your PAPs, go get your colonoscopies, go get your booty swabs, all the things. The funny thing is, as much as I get my booty hole swabbed during an HIV test, I haven't had no dick in years. It's been probably 5 or 6 years. And the person that I was edging with is a bottom, so he wasn't trying to, he wasn't climbing my back. Ooh. I would let him, but he wasn't.
Hey, Alec, not you jealous of the camera?
So Aaron has a whole lot of cake. One day, I mean, y'all can follow him, Bad Veaux on Instagram. You can see who I'm talking to. It's not a secret, but Aaron got a whole lot of cake and his knees work, honey. Just so everybody knows. Let's keep going with this video.
Judgment. Wow, this is brazy. Our kids have a
there go that brazy.
Imagine 20 years ago compared to 20 years now. I'm 35, so I can remember 20 years ago. People always been gay. A father's worst nightmare. My father loved me. Don't your father love me? You can call your father.
Okay, I don't want to get too morbid here, because
morbid? How?
Not morbid, because morbid is death. But I don't want to just get gloomy, because I mean, they do have a very beautiful love story. Yeah. It's exciting that they are able to find each other, resolve whatever issues that were happening with the tall dude's ex-girlfriend, and, you know, create this relationship. Now, this relationship would not work for me, but it works for them, and that is exciting, because black men loving black men is revolutionary.
I think it's also a sobering reminder that we should spend less time fighting with each other and doing all of this stuff, because we see that we're all dealing with the same bullshit.
Yeah, we are dealing with the same bullshit.
Whether you in MASC4MASC, Femme for Femme, Butch Queen, whatever, we all dealing with the same shit. So why are we fighting each other over some dumb shit?
So, did you ever watch the Black Lady sketch show on HBO?
Yes.
And you know, Dr. Hadassah Olayinka Ali Youngman. So she did this Spike Lee Dolly track, one of her monologues, and she was like, I don't believe in verses. Why would I ever support our black icons fighting each other? It's us versus them. You know who them is. And that's exactly what I heard when you said that. It is not us versus each other. It is us versus them.
Exactly.
And we all do know who them is.
Exactly.
Okay, let's do some commenting on Okay, the question on the channel has been, how long have you gone without coming? I pose this question in my stories. I'm not going to show you the people who responded, because presumably they want to be left like incognito. Aaron, you said 2 months, right?
Mm-hmm.
I said 6 days is the recent.
Hold on 1 second.
One person said 26 days.
Mm-hmm.
26 days feels so long.
Are we supposed to be seeing this on the screen?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Somebody said a week, 24 hours. One person said most of my life. Let me know in the comments. Are there people putting in the comments? What's the longest that you have gone without coming? I've gone 30 days, but never again. Why chaotic? Why did you go 30 days? Panthro says 2 weeks. Panthro, for you, follow-up question is, are you bottoming and not coming? Like, are you still fucking and you just not busting a nut? Or is it you stop doing everything altogether? I Am Talented said it's hard to go a week without sex. Are you, so could you go a week without self-pleasure? Jordy says a smooth 10 months. Ooh. Y'all better than me. Your willpower is a lot greater than mine. Edging for 6 days was a challenge for me.
I would say Jordy's also one of our newest members.
Hey, Jordy. Woo! Jordy's a new member. Woo! But I like, Shamar says a week. But I like that as I'm more loose. You know, loose is a bad word around here. I don't believe in loose booty. I believe in well-trained.
Oh, you know.
Well-trained is the word that I use.
Somebody that I used to know would tell me
exercised booty.
Like basically after every encounter, they would soak their booty in Epsom salt. So
Nope.
Snap back. I was like, I don't
Nope.
know.
I like sloppy seconds. I like I like bottoms who are in charge of the sexuality. So I will take your ass however it is as long as it's relatively clean.
That's real.
I'm not into scat. I'm not into 145 days. Okay. But I'm not into scat. I'm not into poop. But I am into a man being a man.
Oh, okay.
2 months. I live in Asia. What does that mean? Like Asian men don't be fucking?
Ooh.
A month, but I'm a bottom, so I usually cream when I come. Chase is giving these bedroom eyes in that picture. AOQ says a month. Okay. I'm excited. It's funny. It's just funny. Self-pleasure happens daily. To go without it, I become evil. When I go without it, I just become really horny. Any more?
That's it.
All right, let's take a break. We'll be right back. Is it coming?
Sponsor message. There's just nothing there. What should it be?
Twillery. You got Twillery?
Let me grab it.
I've been in the gym so I could do two things. It's one, thirst trap on the internet, and look good for my man when I find one. And that's why I'm excited that support for Dear Black Gay Men comes from Twillery. Black men, whether you're in the gym, like me, or blessed with good genetics, like me, carry our weight in a couple key spots that can make suits and slacks hard to fit and uncomfortable to wear without either having to size up or break the bank in tailoring. But Twillery answers the fit problem with their performance fabrics. It's the right fit for the tailored look and just enough stretch for comfort and breathability. I'm wearing right now the solid performance polo that hugs my chest and arms while tapering just enough at the waist to show off the good parts. Twillery carries suiting, polos, button-ups, and everything to impress at the job or knock someone's socks off on a date. And you can shop for the perfect fit right now at Twillery.com, and we've got a special offer for the DBGM family. Take $18 off your first order by using code M300J. That's Twillery.com, and we thank them for supporting our channel. Okay, teammates, that was our show. I'm really excited. Remember, we are live on Tuesday at 11 right here. Thank you for 63 people watching. Woo! 280 some comments. Y'all have been live in the chat. Thank you so much for enjoying with us. Remember, the conversations new on Tuesdays. Then we go have the podcast on Wednesdays. No live show this Thursday, but we will be back here live next Tuesday at 11 a.m. Thank you so much for rocking with us, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.